Okay, frequency tables, 2 frequency table problems. The first thing we need to do is fill in our frequency table. So if we look at what the numbers we have going on here, we start out with 346 total students. And we're going to only use these numbers once. Once I use it, I'm going to get rid of it. 346 total. 126 play a sport. So that's a total yes to sport. So I'm going to go across here. 128. Sorry, I think I said 126. 128. And of those, 84 play an instrument. So my 84 is going to go there. They're my yeses. It says 103 don't play a sport or an instrument, so they go in the no cell. And now we have the information we need to fill in the rest of the table. Go ahead and see if you can do some subtraction and fill in the rest of the table. Go ahead and pause the video. Alright, so at this point, we're just going to do, hopefully you tried that out. I'm going to do a little subtraction here. I'm going to find this number first. I can do my total minus my smaller number. So 128 minus 84 is going to give me 44 students who play a sport but not an instrument. I need to do this cell next. For that cell, I'm going to do my bigger number, 346 minus 128. And I get 218 there. Once I have that, I can get this guy. There I'm going to do my big number minus my smallest, 218 minus 103. And get 115. And then you can total up those columns. That first column is 199. And the second column is 147. And now we can work on these percentages. So you have to be careful about which column you're looking at or which row you're looking at. What percentage of students who play a sport also play an instrument? So we're just looking at yes sport. So here's sport, here's yes to sport. And I know if I'm finding a percentage, I'm going to do a fraction and my bigger number is going to go on the bottom. So if I'm looking at this row, 128 is my number of students who play a sport. The number that also play an instrument are this 84. So the math that I'm doing there is just 84 over 108. Or 128, sorry about that. And so that's 65.62 or 0.65625, which in percentage form is 65.625%. What percentage who play an instrument do not play a sport? So now we're going to look vertically here. Here's my musical instrument yeses. So my total, my big number that goes on the bottom is 199. Do not play a sport is going to be 115. So 0.5779. Okay. Last frequency table. This is a different kind of frequency table. This is a relative frequency table. These are all percentages in decimal form. So what we're going to do here is just use these, and we can use them the same way that we use those totals that we had. So what percent of workers prefer tomato soup? So as I'm looking here, I have female and male in my totals, and then I have my soups across the top. So if I'm just looking for lentil soup, sorry, I said tomato, but I meant lentil, apparently. So here's my lentil soup, and here's my total. So 0.22, we're going to move that decimal 2 places since it says percent, 22%. All right, what is the percentage of workers who prefer chicken soup that are male? So again, our bigger number is going to go in the bottom. So if I'm looking at chicken soup now, here's my chicken soup. My total for chicken soup is 0.2, that's going to go on the bottom. And my number for male is going to go on the top. And that's going to give us 0.65, which is 65%. What is the percentage of female workers who prefer mushroom soup? So now we're going to go out and, so now instead of looking vertically, we're looking horizontally. So our big category is females, so there's our bottom number. And then our mushroom soup number goes on top. And when you put that in the calculator, you get 0.1739, which is 17.39%. All right, last problem. What is the percentage of workers who prefer lentil soup who are female? So now we're looking lentil soup. So 0.22 is going to be our bottom number, and then the female number is going to be the top. So I think here really it's get that the bigger number on the bottom and get that other number on the top. So 0.17 divided by 0.22. So that is 0.7727. And there's your percent. All right, hopefully these are helpful. Go ahead and work on those practice quiz now.